I try to talk to man.
Fire.
But more.
Lover.
We are called lover.
Like, lover.
No, you never said that.
It's a lover.
Correct speech. Correct speech.
Correct speech.
Correct speech. Correct speech.
So what?
Right, the minute repeat that word there.
What's up?
Yeah, minute repeat that word there. What you said a while ago?
It's a lava.
No, you never said that. Stop that. Correct street. And that's not the first thing you said.
Let me get an introduction around the table.
James Cassidy.
Henchman, Parky, Oilheads.
Whoa. Scene. Shimblad.
Man, there's an eagle.
Breeze TOH, you already know.
James Cassidy, OH, Mob, member of the board, director, Clear Gem Production, business up. Peace.
Mendez Montana, Oilheads co-founder, ambassador of oil. You know what it is.
Man like Breezy TOH, artist Breezy_TOH on the Instagram. Get at me. Respect.
Shimblad. From the unknown. Gypsy life. Real life. Big up on yourself.
Good.
You already know we're back with another episode. Episode 9 of the podcast. Still moving. Want to thank everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing, doing what we've been saying, keeping the thing moving. The first thing we're gonna jump into tonight, you know how we do, we jump straight in, is what happened at the movie theaters last night.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing a mad brawl happened last night over Blue Story. We can't even go watch it again now.
Where was the fight?
Yeah.
Where was the fight?
Cancelled.
So
Star
there was a
City.
massive,
Star City.
Bro.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. Feds paid some youths to go set that up so the
I was
people
going
can
to
watch.
watch it Friday. I said, yo, I'm going to watch it on Sunday.
So there's a massive brawl. 5 teenagers arrested after a 100-strong machete-wielding gang stormed the movie theaters. 5 teens last night were arrested. 7 cops were hurt as they desperately tried.
The numbers don't add up though, do they? 100 machete-wielding team. Only 5 were arrested, but 750 were hurt. What's going on? The numbers are hilarious.
And they only got 1 machete, I know.
So what we think about that incident and the fact that they've now stopped it being played in the movie theater. That
What, just that place?
Nah, all cinemas.
All cinemas.
All cinemas. Now the film
You're
makes
gonna say the film's violent and causes violence.
and now
all
because
view
of violence.
cinemas.
Yeah, just a view.
They're all
Basically,
view now.
it's
Oh,
got
just
They're all
a view.
view now. They're all
If
view
it's
now,
just a view, then yeah, why not? Fucking around outside the place.
The youths ain't watched the film and gone on a madness. The youths them have known that their ops are in there watching it. So 100 man will come there and say, yo, them pussies are in there watching it. You get what I'm saying? That's what I don't know about it. This is what I'm hearing.
But as an owner,
the pussies are in there.
as an owner of a business,
You
yeah.
get me? That's how it sounds.
Are you really
It's not
going
like they watch the film and then come out, yo, let's go chop up, man. It wasn't that.
So we haven't
It's not
even mentioned the name of the film. What film are we talking about?
Blue Story.
Blue Story.
Frozen 2.
Say it, man. Blue story.
Frozen 2, that's what I'll say it was, because that was on as well. Why they got a director to the black movie?
That was
Everybody was there kicking off over watching Frozen 2.
What is Blue Story about?
Lewisham versus Peckham. Beef, I think.
Postcode.
Lewisham's ghetto. They call Lewisham ghetto. So in the movie, they probably call it
Postcode,
ghetto.
wasn't
So it's like a beef kind of thing in the movie. Because I heard that the movie was kind of saying it was like an anti-violence movie, although it had violence in it.
It's about 2 brothers that are from opposing ends, and the ends beef with them 2 are brothers, and they move together. I don't know that's from the insight I've got from it, from what I've seen about it.
For the trailer.
Yeah, and certain things. Obviously, you can't go into specifics because we ain't seen it. All I know is you might not see it until it gets to the bootleg now, because you ain't going to be able to go to cinema and watch it.
I don't mind, because I can want to skip and watch it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'd prefer to watch it anyway.
I was going to run and watch the vape anyway.
As a owner, like, you're not really gonna have them films if this is what
Well, hold on.
the energy that they.
I
bring
love
in
it. So only the black films, because you know when they bring out Terminators and shit like that, and Rambos and shit
Yeah,
like
but
that,
did
with the
any-
most amount of killing. I know.
But did anyone kick off at them?
That's why I'm
movies?
saying. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, because they know that the opposite fucking gang ain't gonna
Yeah,
go
but
and
this
watch
is
them
what I'm
movies
saying.
there.
So as an owner of a business, if this is gonna fuck up your business, like bringing this energy here, you're gonna probably cancel it, innit? You're gonna say, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I can't have this at my place.
What
of
matters
business.
to them most is their customers, isn't it? So anything to
There's a demand for that film.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
that film sold out. You couldn't go watch it. You
this
couldn't
is the
get
next
seats.
part of this.
You couldn't get seats.
We live in a new era now. Yeah, streaming's
that's
running
nothing
things. So
to
now
that.
I will say the media for this will make the streams higher. Yeah, because people gonna wanna see it, wanna know what.
Yeah, of
This
course.
is how life
But
works.
what you
Yeah,
got to realise
so
is
the movie's still gonna
what you got to realise
bust.
is though the streams ain't box office numbers.
It's just
And
gonna
what you got to
come out
realise
and
if
do
it was
it.
in the cinema, my mum would have got box office numbers and probably broke certain numbers.
The streams can do more than these.
No.
than
You got to realise what I'm
cinemas.
telling you. When a film comes,
different kind of
it's a different
it's
type
true.
of. And when a film
Streams ain't
comes
shit.
out, and when a film comes
we're
out in the
talking about
cinema.
money.
Then when we're talking about real money, when the film comes out in the cinema, then box office numbers are what
that's
gives
what
you
it's
the
called.
numbers, the money.
Yeah.
And what you got to realise is that sold out. First day it was out. All cinemas sold out. So how do you think it was going to go over the whole weekend? So that's why I'm telling you, I don't know, man might tell you, yeah, conspiracy theories still rare. I'm telling you, they've probably done it on purpose. And got that to kick off. I'm telling you that now.
If we could do like a little flashback to 2009 when the movie One Day came out,
Yeah.
same similar thing happened. They stopped it from being shown in that same Star City View cinemas. If you
Well, another little kickoff happened.
I'm not sure if there was a kickoff, but I know that the movie
just 'cause it was a black movie
the
about
movie got
gangs and shit.
stopped.
Yeah,
They
they
stopped
didn't
it, if you
push
remember that.
They didn't really endorse it like that. It's true.
And the worst thing is, most of the pictures I'm seeing from the team ain't black youths, it's Asian youths. So this is Asian youths kicking off.
Oh, was it?
What, from the trailer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most
Most of the youths are Asian. So
most of
the youth that's got the
Asian.
machete in his hands is Asian youth, foreign youth.
It's just like it's styling, man, innit? Car. You got films like Gangs of New York. When no one turns out it's a gang. It's about gangs. But it's because it's about a black gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
No, yeah, but if it was just that they took it off, or they didn't want to put it on, they wouldn't promote it in the first place if they didn't want the movie to play in it. But when something kicks off and there's loads of people involved,
Yeah, and there's.
what do you expect them to do, really?
There's some customers
Really
that-
and truly, what do you expect them to do?
They
weren't
value
prepared
they
for that
value
shit.
their
Tighten up with
customers.
security.
How? How do you tighten? You're supposed to spend so much more money for security just to have a movie in there. Business sense. Does
Like,
that
man
make
shouldn't be
sense?
able to come in there wielding machete.
No, but does that make sense? But usually, we don't need all that security.
No, but they have security at cinemas.
Yeah, but they don't need that
That's
level
what I'm
of
saying, more.
security,
They
innit?
do, but there's nothing to fucking.
Exactly. So why, as a business person, would you say, yeah, okay, I'm gonna put this movie here, then I've got to hire all these security guards and
So here's something to
just
put
to
onto
play
the
this
table.
movie?
So like when they do certain sneakers get released, like they step up security because they're aware that fights are probably gonna break out in these.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
What,
And
like
fights actually
in
do.
America when niggas
Fights
get shot
actually
over
do.
Happens here
Jordans.
too. Happens here too.
Man ain't getting shot over Jordans here though.
No, man, are getting tumped up and stabbed though.
Not shot though. Man ain't getting
So
shot.
so the question is, should they now shut down Nike like how they shut down the film, or should they shut down the store?
You get what I'm saying? It's the same kind of thing.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
It's the same kind of thing. You gotta ban these Nike shoes. Huh?
But why? It is the same
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
thing. But trouble can happen anywhere.
Exactly.
Look at all these Black Friday sales. Fucking
Right. And they're not knocked that off. They're not knocked that off
You
yet.
seen what I got in Tesco?
Listen, have you seen Black Friday? What that
Fighting
shit
over
causes?
People are fighting.
TVs and shit.
People are going haywire,
literally.
like savages.
Like, that's mine. That's mine.
They're
Yeah.
savages.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah, and they
only
never
seen
let
that
that
in the
off. They promote it even more.
They're looting while they're paying.
And obviously, man know the real reason behind it. So man don't condone. Man don't indulge in our Black Friday. Fireworks.
All right, dude. So we want move on to the next joint. So, generally speaking, who do you think has it harder when it comes to dealing with infidelity? Men
We heard this
or
already.
women? Nah.
Hard on both.
And why?
What? Dealing with people cheating?
Yeah. Who takes it worse? Who you think generally speaking?
Who takes it worse?
Yeah.
Man them.
No, that's a funny question.
I've had this question before.
The
man them got them shots say happened to them.
So what were you saying, Parks? Generally speaking, who do you think deals with infinite? You said males.
I said the men because we're kind of shocked when it happens, isn't it? It's like, fucking hell, she's fucking two-timed me. Oh my God, devastation. You get me? But the woman can take it hard tough if she really loves the man, because their love's different, you know what I mean? So
it just depends on the person, I'd say. Because you get me, but...
What, on the whole relationship as a whole?
I'd say like the high percentage leads towards, you get me, men.
Generally speaking, males.
I'd say men take it worse.
Why do we think that is?
I don't know.
Because man's got ego.
I agree.
Man got ego. Yeah. A woman might get over it, and you can sweet talk the woman after a while. You know, you can try and move in a certain way where you can sweet talk that rare. Man ain't taking that. You're gonna want to kill everything. You're gonna want to kill everything. That's hurt your pride. You're gonna want to kill everything.
Pride's hurt.
Yeah.
I think it's expectance as well, though, because I think women expect men to cheat, maybe, or men are expected to cheat.
The whole men and dogs.
I hear that. Yeah.
Men are trash.
So they're kind of preparing for it from date one, maybe, you know?
Not as surprising.
The trust levels are different, isn't they?
If it comes to a man, it's like torture.
Word.
Right? So, speaking of torture, right? The next one is, imagine if the police found that there's a bomb in the city center, which is going to blow up in an hour, so there's no time to evacuate the people. And your family's down there too. They've already located the terrorist, but he won't reveal the location of the bomb. The question is, would you torture the terrorist so that he would say where the bomb is in order to save lives of thousands and your family?
Yeah, man, we've got to talk to him.
Watch the film like this.
Yeah.
Forgot what it's
We've
called.
got to talk to him, man. Reason with him.
We've talked to him.
Sum it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to that.
Talk to him reasonably.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You tortured it. Everybody at the table tortured it.
Yeah, man, you must.
I don't like these words. Trick questions.
Listen, if words ain't working,
Then I'm hurting.
Yo, we can get like arrested.
That's family, man.
No, it's a trick question because everyone's going to say we torture him, and then he was going to come back with a.
No, I'm saying, so just wanted to see
Just
what
never
we
had the
think.
switch.
So if you would torture him, the second part is
family over everything, bro. Anyone, my family, I'm rich, bro.
Can't threaten them.
I'm willing to do anything, bro.
so the second part is
Straight.
if you do torture him and he still won't say where the bomb is, but you manage to find his family, would you torture the terrorist's 10-year-old son
Nah.
Whoa.
in front of him?
See?
Why?
I told you the rest had a spin.
Nah, you know what, bro? Fuck that, yeah?
Torturing
My family at
Anything, yeah.
He's got
Read
my
this,
family
father.
at risk,
Can I give you
yeah,
my
so I'm
opinion?
putting his son.
I'm dumping everything. So I'll have his mother, his son,
Yeah, give him
everything.
a child.
That's how it is, that's how it
childlike
is, innit?
torture. You know, like a childlike torture. A man you torture in a different way. A child you torture in a different way. Take Wayne ties, auntie.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how far he wants to take
Them
this.
the torture you give.
I'm gonna see how far he wants
Time's
to take
running out,
this,
so
innit?
you're going to torture the
Good.
son.
Yeah.
There's only an hour. There's only an hour, like what you're saying.
People are.
I'm gonna have his mom.
This can
I'm
stop.
gonna have his mom, his
You can
wife,
stop this any
his
time,
kids lined up in front of him. I'm gonna say, you know, to say where my family's gonna die. If you don't tell me where it is, you're gonna watch me dump your family right in front of your eyes.
It's your choice
Yeah?
now. I'm gonna leave
Your
you the
choice.
option, innit? You got.
Everybody can get
You
saved.
can choose now.
Has he got
You gonna let
everyone
me do
have
something to your
hostage?
son?
Everybody's in town. They don't know. You can't
no
evacuate
one
the
knows.
city center.
No
Nah,
I'm
it's
circling town and getting my people. I'm cutting.
okay.
Yeah, there's that option as well.
That's on the
Bumble claw.
Why waste an hour
I
talking
didn't know that was on
to
the
Yeah.
table.
Why, you didn't know that.
Nah,
option.
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
I
They
didn't
have
know that.
hostage.
I didn't know that was on the table.
It's a weird question.
I'm going circling town and grabbing my
It's
people and
just
saying, yo, get the fuck out of here. There's a bomb in town.
Yeah, well then that's so simple. You just phone
no,
your people
yeah.
and say, meet me in the back of town. I'm coming to get you now.
If it's that simple, but it's the question's not that simple.
Yes, exactly. That's
It
what
wasn't
I'm
meant
saying.
to be
It is
that
simple.
simple. It wasn't meant to be.
It's that simple.
It's however you want to deal with it.
Do you want to just get your people, or do you want to find a man and
Listen.
save everybody?
You know I want to get my people. And
So you just want to save your people? So get your people then. All right, you got your people now. Do you want to save everyone else?
Of course, what? If I can. But obviously,
I'm cutting.
I'm cutting. I'm telling people, yo, there's a bomb somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm cutting.
That's it.
I'm not trying to torture the dude.
doing
Yo,
what-
y'all police find the dude.
You see where it gets
obviously-
spooky because you said there's no time to evacuate, innit? So if there's no time to evacuate, then yeah, I'm talking.
only option is-
Also said there's an hour.
Evacuate everyone.
But he also said there's an hour. He didn't say no
There's no time to evacuate everyone.
But you can evacuate everyone in an hour, man. A town. You could evacuate town in an hour, blood.
Could you imagine?
I'm not police. That's not my job.
Could you imagine?
I'm going to get my people. Police doing a
Blood.
fucking job. I'm finding.
Blood, I'm doing what everybody does
You know
in
what the
today's
word is
day. Hold on, I'm doing what everybody does in today's day and age. I'm going to pick my 8 people up. Then I'm going to post a picture on every Instagram saying, "Everybody, get the fuck out of town. I've got my people." Them
Bomb in that
safe.
town.
Yeah,
Boom in that town.
Boom in that town.
Dandy
Get
man.
out.
That one's like some
in town.
American
It's in town.
situation,
No one knows-
isn't
no one
it?
knows
So
where
some
the
big
location
blood
is.
clot city, and you can't evacuate the people. Them you can't find your family, and rare. Like that's a different situation, isn't it? If you can't evacuate them, then that makes the question completely different. Because if you can evacuate them, you would do, innit?
Why can't you evacuate them? He hasn't got them held hostage.
So the
They're in
party
town.
is in town, but they just don't know the location of where it is.
Yeah. They're trying to torture my man to get the information and stuff.
I'm not torturing no one.
So some of us ain't torturing, and some of us are. So overall on the table, who's torturing this dude to get this
If
information?
torturing's the only option, then yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
off.
I thought that was the
Or if you
option
can get him out another way, you're gonna get him out.
Well, if I could just drive to town and pick my family up, I'm just driving to town. and
Save
pick
your
my
family.
If it's that simple, then yeah, of course. I didn't
That's
know it was
an option.
that simple.
That's how I kind of read in between the lines. Like, are they hostage or?
No, they're not hostages. You do whatever you want. in
Did you
that
see West
situation.
Orchard shopping?
I'm saving
Oblivious to
everybody.
one.
Yeah, nobody don't know.
Yeah,
about
exactly.
So you go pick 'em up.
Fucking hero of the city. I'm saving everybody. Fucking hero of the city. Get key to the city and all that. Yeah,
that.
fucking,
With the Lord Mayor's chain.
yeah.
Go lick the Quen. Go lick the Quen.
Call him Super Dread.
So we was talking about religion a few episodes back, and most of us said that we're not religious, and some of us said that we were spiritual. What is the difference between being religious and being spiritual? What is spiritual when someone says that I'm spiritual?
That ain't got nothing to do with religion, really, has it?
Spiritual
It's more energies.
Spirituality is your connection, your personal connection to the universe. Religion is someone's or
Doctrine.
a doctrine. So some man wrote that and told you lot to believe in this. Spirituality is what you learn from life and the universe.
Your own religion.
Connection.
Kind of thing.
So spirituality is what we learn from life and the universe. Everybody kind of agree with that?
Kind of, yeah.
That's what spirituality is. All right then. So that'll just move swiftly on to the next one. If someone says that they're spiritual, what are their thoughts on the afterlife?
It depends. That's down to them to decide. That's their belief. That's their spirituality, and what they are connected to and what they think will happen. So I couldn't say generically like, yeah, it's just this. They'll end up in heaven, or that like it's up to
They
them.
probably do the
Personally.
composting thing.
Turn in some vegetables.
Mad.
Personally, I think you get me. The soul lives on, but obviously the body that we live in, that's what dies. You get what I'm saying?
Like
You get
reincarnation.
me. Whether we go to a different realm or whatever,
You do.
you get me.
Yeah.
You get me. So
Huh?
I definitely believe in
Is
spirituality.
that yes?
So what a man's
Can't
thought
see
on
it.
the afterlife?
Me, I believe the
It's definitely afterlife. Because how's their ghosts and shit? How's their spirits and you get what I'm saying?
Does everybody
Does
believe in ghosts?
consciousness never dies.
Does
Yeah.
everybody believe in ghosts and spirits?
I do.
I'm saying you don't believe.
I believe in
It's
eternal
not whether you
life.
believe or not. It's like everybody's seen something or been in
Sometimes
some
they have-
type of
sometimes
experience.
someone ain't seen it. Sometimes you have to see to believe, innit?
Yeah, that's
Someone
it,
ain't
you
seen
know
it.
what I mean?
That's how I am with everything in life.
I ain't seen a duppy.
That goes for everything.
You ain't seen them women.
I ain't seen a duppy.
Yeah.
Believe in them.
I don't know.
No, I don't.
I don't know.
I ain't see one.
To be
but I
honest.
believe
No,
it. But I believe
see
it.
that's the thing. I don't believe in duppies,
You have
but
to
I
be
believe in internal life. I believe eternal life. Like I believe that the consciousness lives on, but it's not like ghosts and
Yeah, I want to
shit
say I
on
believe in
the
spirits.
earth.
I want
And,
to say I believe in spirits, not duppy.
yeah.
Like, it's not a duppy there, it's a spirit. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody. You know what I mean?
That's what-
Even though a
that's
duppy
what
is somebody
spirits-
same way, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Energies,
Yeah.
A duppy tends to be a bad spirit.
I grew up Duppy's real in my household. You know what I'm saying? With Granny, Duppy's real. Something happened back there. What? Duppy back there? Duppy's real. So I was made to think it was real as I got older. Is it just a myth? Like,
My nan told me about Duffy's too.
so I still to this day, to be honest, I haven't seen one. So you know them way there.
Boy, if you see it, y'all gotta believe it, innit?
So you have to see to believe. That's what I'm
If
saying.
you see it, y'all gotta believe it.
Alright, check this, yeah. My sister died when I was young, yeah. And I used to get nosebleeds, like just for nothing, too hot or whatever, because I had fucking bike crash forever. So I sleep one time, yeah. And I could literally feel her waking me up. Like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, pillar full of blood. Running at my mummy and daddy room and start, what's going on? Then says, yeah, alright, she with you, man, she with you. I swear down, it just calmed me down, you get me? It was just, alright, she's with me, stopping me from dying from a fucking nosebleed, you get me? Mad thing. But I literally felt her, like, wake up, wake up. You know what I mean? But I haven't felt anything since that. You get me?
So, talking about spirits, what was you going to say, Reese?
No, I'm just saying it's real, man.
Oh, bro, I was going to lead on to this. So, I know someone that went to go see a spiritualist. You know when you go sit down and they give you a reading and tell you
I don't know about MP.
X,
Yeah,
Y,
really
Z
know
about
them
your
too.
life and
But I wish I had the power to do that, man.
What do you think about those people?
I think that's a scam.
Nah, you know what? I think majority of the time it's a scam, yeah. But I don't think it's a scam every time,
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling
Sometimes
you.
it's
I don't
by
think
the
it's a
questions
scam
they
every
ask.
time. I think
That's where you
some
could've
people
put
are
it.
just connected like that. So if they do your reading, yeah, in more time going to be accurate.
Why you feel so strongly about it?
Because I never believed it shit. I thought it was a scam,
You
scam,
get a reading.
scam.
You get a reading.
Yeah, me get a reading, yeah. And from this one lady, she's my brethren's mother, you get me, Irish woman. And brethren, she told me to ask a question in my head, yeah. And her reading will come out. And bro, the question that I asked, everything that she said, yeah, was about what I asked about.
So what, you asked in your head?
Everything
Like,
that she said was about what I asked about. And then she's like, oh, you know what? And I can go deeper. She's like, I can go into your past if you want me to, but only allow me to read so far.
did
And
frighten.
bro, she was connected to my past, but she
did frighten?
said bare things that happened. Yeah, I did frighten.
Yeah, come with that frighten.
Yeah, I did frighten.
Yeah?
I did frighten.
You know what that frighten
I
means?
did frighten.
I
And you know what? The
I'm
money
gonna get up and run out, man.
she charges for
Me ain't on them things.
she charges for her sessions, innit? And a group of girls were getting their sessions done. She's paying them very. Then she said to me, "Yo, I wanna read you. I'm like, nah, I ain't paying for that. I ain't doing that.
So she read your mind.
I'll read you for free.
She read your mind.
I'll read you for free. I wanna read you.
Basically,
Please let me read you.
whatever's
And I
insisting
let her.
her.
Blood.
You get me?
She reading mind.
That shit, man. Yeah, that shit. So she's
She
connected.
read your mind.
Whatever it is, she's
Hold on,
connected, innit?
I'm ready. She's
Spiritually.
connected to your spirit.
Yeah, she's connected
Because
spiritually.
this is what I believe in spirits and shit. Like, even when it comes to like the serious magicians and that, I believe that they're guided or, you get me, they're overseen by a certain spirit or connected in a certain way. Do you get what I'm saying? To be given, you get me, that
Gift.
yeah, that gift or that power or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
And some of them can do some mad things, man. Some wow.
Have you
That
ever
really-
had
that
a
really
personal
is-
experience?
I ain't had a personal experience of it, but there's one thing, my girl's nan, basically, whenever like someone's pregnant, or whatever, she does this thing she does a reading with a ring, she hangs it on a chain, puts it above their palm, and it spins, and obviously from that she can tell. Obviously, if it's left, it would either go left for a boy or right for a girl.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, she'll know and she'll say it, and every prediction's been right. You get me? She done. And she
What about people? You hear people dreaming about fish?
You get me?
And reading that somebody's pregnant.
Well,
I
you
heard
dream
that.
about fish, it means
I
something.
heard that, yeah, before. I heard that.
God, twat is a pregnant fish, isn't it? That man say, oh, twat.
Makes sense. From the waters, you see me? From the waters.
Pregnancy. All right, moving on to the next one. This one came from a family, and I think it was probably based off because the last couple episodes we was talking about money and finances and stuff like that. So I think that inspired this question. and they're asking, would you take a job that you absolutely hated, couldn't stand, but it paid you £1 million a year? Or would you take a job that you don't mind, that's $100,000 a year? Both options are on the table.
Right now, there's people working in jobs they don't like. They're getting less than $1 million anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah,
take
we
a
would.
job, yeah.
I'm speaking on a whole. We would. Yeah, would we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
think
the worst job you can think
But
of?
80% of people
What's the
don't
worst
have
job
a
you
job
can think
that
of?
they actually like.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they're just
Majority
doing
they can't stand their job. They can't stand their
People
colleagues.
get-
They can't stand the job. They can't stand the
People
boss.
get paid.
Yeah,
Well, they don't like them jobs.
This isn't not like. This is absolutely hate.
Yeah, man, that's all.
But then you just do it for a period of time, innit? And then
It's
no,
a job,
yo, I'm
innit?
nice, innit?
You don't have to like that
Then
job.
I'll go to the $100,000 a year job.
It says, would you take a job you absolutely hated for $1 million a year?
Yeah.
Or take a job that you don't mind for $100,000 a year?
Nah, you wouldn't.
Both options are on the table.
I'll take $1 million.
No, you wouldn't. Because when he said, listen to the question. When he's saying something you absolutely hated, it's something like Battyism. Yeah, Battyism.
Something that you absolutely hate.
Or pork or something.
Yeah,
Or
something
Battyism
that's
is
what
a
he's
job,
getting
man.
at.
Working in a pig factory.
That's what he's getting at. Something like that. Something that you absolutely hate. You get what I'm saying?
Wow. Every day and do this.
Like, everyone dislikes their job and wherever,
What,
but they don't.
sewage and doodle?
Absolutely.
Yeah, $1 million a year. And you wear all protective
If it's something ridiculous,
I've done
probably
it. I've done
$100,000 a
sewage.
year.
So, for $1 million, I'd do that. Because I've done. If it was sewage, I'd do that. Because I've done it.
That's deep,
Yeah.
that. The oil rig.
Pork
Oil rig's a
testing.
bit far.
What about pork testing?
I'm just
I
seeing
do
the
that.
oil rig.
Yeah, pork testing for $1 million.
No.
You have to taste the bacon, taste the loin.
But this is what? Now you've gone broad with the question. Now he's put a big emphasis on the question. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because he's told you, yeah.
Something that you
Everybody
absolutely hate.
exactly, and that was the thing. What every man didn't really listen to.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yo,
Because tell you, because I know every. Because tell you, yo, eat pussy for a year. Man, I'm gonna tell you.
That's your job.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You're bored, yeah? We'll pay you $1 million.
Oh, someone are doing that.
for free.
With your cameraman for gay porn.
Cameraman for gay porn, the man said.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I quit and I gone.
This is a red card. Red card. See?
Yo, hold on. YouTube are flag people right now. Calm down. That's what I said.
You got too far.
Something that you hate. Something that you don't control. Something, you know what I'm saying?
Lord.
You know when because he
yeah,
put the
yeah.
emphasis on the question. Now you
100
think
grand.
about it.
100 grand.
Yeah, I said the $100,000.
That one
take
alone.
100 grand.
100 grand.
I live humble.
100 grand.
I live
Yeah,
humble.
humble.
Say humble. Say you
Humble.
didn't say you sold for that million.
Blessed.
I'm saying I'm not doing it. Like,
A man said, would you film gay? Why did you have to go that far, man? This is what I'm saying.
Like,
You really didn't emphasize the question,
Like some
bro.
more, you know what I mean? But just a
Lord,
cameraman, you ain't gonna touch nothing, you ain't even gonna go. You're like 10 feet away if you wanna be, you know what I mean? £1 million a year.
What you saying? You got the blinkers on while it's filming. you know, in front of the camera with the eyes.
and that.
You're not even looking at it, you're just looking at Pierre Black.
Waiting for the director to say left, right, or whatever. Yeah?
I'm not even trying to hear the sounds.
100 grand, 100 grand.
You know what I mean?
Take
You
100
can't hear the director telling you what to do.
And listen, Parky answered for everybody at the start like, yes.
We'll all take it.
Richard, never do that for me again.
We'll all take it, won't we? I was like, yeah, man.
Ring with
I give you props there, you really didn't think that one out. Yeah? For real. Parky had man stuck like, yeah. Parky's like, I'll answer for everyone.
Yo, it's a fucked up question, man.
That was a good one, man.
I knew exactly what he was saying, though.
that deep.
I knew exactly what he was saying.
I was just thinking.
No one was.
No one was saying makes sense.
Yeah.
And we man.
So I give you the right. That's what I tell you. That's what I pre the same time. Every time I pre question them.
So this one in a question, right? So we moving on. And we deal with democracy around here. So this one's about voting. First to start was, is anybody registered to vote, or have you ever been registered to vote?
Yeah, man, I always vote Labour, man.
Yeah, man, I'm registered, but I've only voted once.
I couldn't tell you, but I've never voted.
Are you a big age? You only vote once.
Once.
Routed.
Mad.
Lord of Jesus.
So she registered to vote? Nah.
Over half a century.
Breeze, you registered to vote?
Maybe twice.
Yeah, I voted.
Twice.
Maybe.
I was even gonna
Once.
register this year, but I still wasn't even gonna vote.
When
To be honest
Conservatives really
with you, I
You know what? I've never done it, but for certain reasons, other than the political reason, I'm going to start doing it.
Listen, if you want to change,
understand?
you have to participate. It's like that. You get me?
So
If you want to
more than-
change, you have to
this
participate.
year, there's been more than 300,000 people registered to vote in one day. It's the largest ever pre-election surge. This is including 200,000 under 35s that are registered to vote in the general election.
You know what it is? You can't. Them people there that they put in front of you and they tell you, because I watch Question Time and them programs on a Thursday, yeah? I watch it every Thursday. They wouldn't believe a man like me watch them type of TV show. But these fuckers that they have sitting in front of you are cunts, excuse my French. But they are. They all are.
They're liars.
Yeah? They're liars. They talk about man on road and rare and this, that, and now, yeah. And then they're worse than us. They're dirty, man. They're dirty people.
We don't
And
trust
none of them know about real life. Yeah, and you put them people in power to tell everybody else how to live. And none of them know about real life.
Them love games.
None of them know about real life.
Them love games. They've been playing
Yeah.
with man for fucking centuries.
Pause.
Like anything that's wrong.
Nobody caught that. So for those who don't vote, we say we don't vote because we disagree with the system.
Yeah, I say I'm not voting until there's a independent political party funded by the people. Until it's funded by the people, I'm not participating.
See, I can give a fuck about none of that. I'm voting for other reasons, like I told you.
A change.
For other reasons. I don't give a fuck about the politics. Yeah, I really couldn't. Because all of them, like I said earlier, they're all twats. I'm voting for other reasons.
I vote
Because you
Labour.
vote to get certain things in life and get forward. And you won't unless you're on the electrical
I
road.
was always told from young, when you get to the age to vote, make sure you vote Labour. Didn't know why,
I know, yeah.
but always did it.
Obviously, they're for the people, innit? They're more for the people.
For the niggers, for the blacks. I'm gonna say niggers because you can pull up old Labour campaign like ads and shit on Google now, where the Conservative Party is dissing them, saying, "Oh, this is for the niggers. Labour's a nigger party." Right there. They for us, for the blacks, for the poor people. That's why I vote Labour. When the pussies come in power, they did all the bedroom tax and all that bullshit.
You know what I mean?
You know that bedroom shit.
Innit? Trust me.
Pussies was in power. I was telling all my brethren vote Labour. I said they don't vote. I said, this why? Look what happened.
Well, I think that's a scam, man. I think that's the lies that fucking people been fed for time, innit? Like,
But
just,
even if everybody does
black
vote,
people
yeah?
vote for them, black people, it keeps you in that fucking game. So you keep voting these motherfuckers in.
You
And
know-
the same shit keeps happening. Yeah, I think that mindset's bullshit because now people don't even look into what's really going on. They just said, yo, I got told to vote Labour. Let me just vote Labour and see, you know what I mean? Because I've been told to. And then you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the outcome of that. And when the outcome, you'll vote them again the next time, the next election. You'll vote them again just because.
None of
That
these
system's
people. None of
fucked
these
up, man.
people use common sense. Yeah.
The politicians.
None of these people use common sense, man. They're long about things. They sit in parliament
campaign trying to
arguing over bullshit. Where there's easy solutions to certain things. People agree. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying to you? There's easy solutions to certain things if people just agree and get on the same page. But they they do this, yeah, because there's a structure out here and they want to keep people in place. Yeah. That's why you'll never see a man like me, you, yourself, or anyone sitting at the top job in this country. Yeah? They tell you shit's moved on and times are forward and rare, but you've never heard a politician who's from our walk of life in there
Trust me.
talking our talk or talking for us. They're all just...
Brother Malcolm X come there in 64 and check them. It's medic in Broome. Come check the Labour Party. He come check them, my reason.
Man, he checked a lot of people.
Huh?
Reason.
Because they were getting slandered as they were nigger lovers. You know, see what I want? Come on, man.
I was back then.
That's back then.
That was back then. It was a lot different back then now.
Now they're fucking.
What do you think my granny was from back then? That's why she's telling me to vote Labour.
Exactly. Yeah, because obviously my mother and that
For
back
the
then
blacks,
would have
for the
voted
poor
Labour.
people.
But you got to think what Thatcher was like. Thatcher was a horrible woman.
You know, Jeremy
And we come
Corbyn
up in that era. Maggie Thatcher was a horrible woman. So anybody would have told you back then, vote Labour. My mother voted Labour back then. You understand? Everybody would have voted Labour. Because Thatcher was a horrible woman. That's not someone... But this is what I mean about England. It's all... Remember when we was having a conversation the other day, host? It's all structural racism out here. You understand what I mean? That's why it's always them type of people at the top making the decisions. And I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. So
Black people
all of
should
them.
have a party.
I don't care what party you
Party.
represent. Right. Even though some of the things Jeremy Corbyn talks about, you know one thing, a lot of people hate Jeremy Corbyn. Why? Because in this time and era, he's just someone with common sense.
He was schooled in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah, I know he was, but he's just someone with common sense. He's talking about why does everybody need He's just talking common sense. Why does everybody need nuclear weapons? Because you want. Why do people want war? Why do people want? He's talking the real shit. But no one wants to hear it because everybody's so divisive. Everybody wants separation. Everybody wants everybody at odds. Because remember, war makes money.
Somebody probably.
You get what I'm saying to you? Well, if people use common sense.
So who's using the common sense? Corbyn.
No one's using the common sense. Like I just said,
I thought you just said Corbyn's.
I said on certain issues. Listen, that's why I said I don't rock with none of them because I don't. Because to me,
Corbyn uses
in certain issues. Listen to the whole sentence.
It's mad because on paper, kind of Corbyn makes sense. You get me? Like throughout the history, he seems to be on the right side in
The people's side.
yeah, the people's side, and at the flipping at all the protests and rare, you know what I mean? It's archived, but I still don't trust him. I still don't trust him.
I don't trust none of them.
Two evils, innit? They're just the lesser of two evils.
That's what it is with all political parties. It's the same when you crossed the pond and you went to the last election in America. It was the lesser two evils, Trump or Hillary. They're both fuckers.
Him repost him. I see a repost
Yeah.
him. He followed Pa. Shout out Pa.
Yeah,
He followed Pa. And you repost.
yeah.
Why? Because you rate Corbyn. You said, wow, Corbyn followed my man. You rate Corbyn, man. Start the fuck with. Huh?
That's what you got
Them
from
big
it.
man.
That's what you got from it. It's alright. I ain't even gonna speak on it, but if that's what you got from it, that's what you got from it. People get different things from posts.
So what? It wasn't a big up thing.
Huh?
It wasn't a big up. It wasn't a shout out.
It was a shout out to Pa, yeah.
It wasn't a shout out to Corbyn.
No. It was a shout out to Corbyn.
So why is it a shout out to Pa if a pagan's following him?
Huh?
Why is it a shout out to
I
Pa?
didn't say
if
it
it's-
was a pagan.
But you said you're not fucking with him, you're not rocking with him, so he must be a pagan.
So I just don't trust him.
You don't trust him.
No.
Alright,
He's untrustworthy.
that was interesting. Political talk on the podcast. Strange but true time.
I'm sorry. You know we're not too political, so it's not going to be in depth.
Yeah,
And
we talk.
to certain, I'll just give that disclaimer. It's not going to be in depth and right. We're going to give our point of view
That's what we're doing.
from where we're from.
That's what we're doing. Our perspective. That's what we're doing. Strange but true time. And it ain't no dead babies or no dead bodies or nothing like that. This one right here. Visitors to a hotel in Japan can get a hotel room for a bargain price at just $1.
What?
But there's a catch. The catch is, to take advantage of this deal, visitors must agree to live stream almost everything
What, from inside the room?
inside their room. The only thing they don't have to live stream is them inside the bathroom. They got cameras mounted in the place, so you can come and get your hotel room for
So
$1.
basically, they just want to watch everyone.
and
some
they can
pervy
live
shit.
stream the thing.
There's some pervy shit.
brother,
Sounds like a
brother.
movie.
What they're saying is they can.
brother.
So I said a movie
hotels,
like
What type of hotel is it? What star rating is it?
I don't know. I didn't say.
What's that got to do with
No, but you got if it's
So you
some
can stay
seedy,
here
fucking-
for
you got
$1.
to check the
Yeah.
check the dynamics behind why they're doing this.
someone watching?
they say that they can make money from it.
But listen, what you got to realise is you don't know if the hotel in these posh hotels they ain't watching you anyway.
They're more than likely are. But
Right then, so you
Now
know
you know.
these men are telling you that they're watching you.
Slither.
It's better than the other ones.
Sharon Stone, Slither.
Oh fucking hell,
That's
them
what it
old
is.
school
Movie, man.
Yes,
That's what it
mate.
is.
You know them.
That's That's what it is.
That's when Stone was releasing them films.
Yeah, they stay here for $1. And how? Because obviously they're not gonna make much money if people come and stay there for $1. So how they make their money is they broadcast
Live streams, yeah, they broadcast what they're doing.
to something where it can be watched.
Remember?
And like, because you get paid for views and X, Y, and Z, and they got like 8,000 views or followers the first day they put it out.
You know that.
And so
Well, they're getting paid off the streams.
They're getting paid off the streams, but you can get the hotel room for $1. Would you stay in this hotel room?
What are they doing that everyone's watching? That they're
They
streaming?
just want to try and
in your
catch some
room.
fuckery off the off.
Like Big Brother type shit. Dude.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just
Some
in your
Big
room
Brother type shit. Nah, I'm not staying there. No,
for $1.
no.
No. Man. I think it's a good business idea.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. Because if you're getting views and earning off the stream,
Regardless, it's a good business.
it is stupid. It is stupid, but especially in them type of places, they come up with funky ideas like
people are
this,
gonna
and
watch
somehow
this
it
shit.
makes a lot of money.
Yeah, if
You
people are
understand
gonna
what I'm
watch
saying to you?
this shit and people
Yeah,
are gonna
and
come here
somehow
for
makes a lot of money.
Yes, this is a smart business idea, and I would do that. Yeah.
What you gotta realise is the person that come up with the
Yeah,
idea,
people
they
are
ain't
worthy
sitting in
place,
the
they ain't
hotel.
fucking, man.
You get what I'm saying to you? This is a society you live in now. Everybody
It's
wants to
like
watch
my
something.
Nah, it says on the in the article that you can't have sex in there though. That was one of the permitted. Like, you
I'm slick.
can't have sex.
You have to go to the bathroom for that when
One
they're
of the
not filming.
One of the
Go in the
permits.
toilet.
They have to go down the toilet when they're not filming.
You said one of the permits.
One of the
But
permits.
if you're trying to make it, it wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, if you're trying to be a comedian or an actor or something like that.
Even
Stop in there for a dollar.
musical artists just start doing tracks and
You're a rapper.
Okay.
Stay in a room
Okay.
and
Yeah,
just
just
get
get
out.
Like, I'm thinking it's like a sort
Bare leak music coming out.
Yeah.
The album gets leaked.
Like, I think it was a sleazy thing. You get me? Like,
Yeah, no sex in
Because
there.
that's how we always are gonna think. You get what I'm saying to you?
Some promo.
I'm talking about rappers. That leads us on to the next one.
Oh, you're fucking horrible.
Oracle.
Right?
The Oracle.
The Oracle. The next one is about rap beef.
Yeah.
First question is: do we think that rap beef in hip hop or like is good for the game, or we think it's bad for the game?
Depends what extent it goes to,
Yeah,
innit?
it's true. Yeah. Depends whether it's just.
It stays on record.
with its lyrical.
Stays on record.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Good.
It's
Good.
lovely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we love
exciting.
that shit.
It's
We love
enticing.
that shit.
Yeah.
Stays on record.
But people-
But even when it gets to the little fist fights and them things, you catch down. That's exciting. No one dead. You know, no one dead over it.
When two MCs have got a little dislike for each other and they got that lyrical ability to go.
Because I can't tell you if
It's
rap
nice,
beef. I don't like rap beef, and 50's my favourite artist. I could never tell you that.
It's good for the game.
It's good for the
That's what
game.
I'm saying. It's good for the
50
game.
thrived off
You know,
that.
like,
Entertaining.
Competition.
Yeah. Competition, yeah.
What was your favorite hip hop beef?
I knew this was coming.
There's a few. There's a few, but like I said, 50's my favourite artist.
Jay-Z
He had a
Nas.
few.
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
Nas won.
Jay-Z Nas for the lyrical content, yeah, that was two top tier artists sparring. Even though it got low with the bars, you told the nigga you come on his
Biggie.
baby modesty.
Biggie
You understand what I'm
Tupac.
saying to you,
Big
Paul?
Pop.
Nah.
Biggie and Pac.
Big Pop was a big beef.
Yeah, but the nigga's dead over that. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, that was.
My man dropped a tune no one ain't really dropped yet.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the wife dropped
Billy Seagull has some
Listen.
Jadakiss.
Yeah, Billy Seagul's in Jadakiss, but I'm gonna tell you, 50 Jar, nigga. 50 Jar is still going on now. 50 Jar.
My man's
Yeah, them niggas hate each other for life.
Joe's career got
Yeah.
ruined.
That's a mad
Jar's
beef.
career
That
got
Jar,
ruined.
listen. That's why I don't fuck with Curtis, man. Curtis is a. But listen, Curtis came in the game and buried a whole record label.
So I don't need to ask who you think won out of that beef. Because the second part of the question was, what was your favorite hip hop battle or beef? And then who won out of that battle?
Because
So
you
like
know when you say that?
50 Jar, that's kind of weird.
Nah, that's not like
That's a no-brainer.
They're low blows. They're like talking.
What
You're
about-
talking rap battles, like spark, like.
Nah, not battles. We're talking rap beef. Where
Yeah,
it's kind of ongoing.
yeah, but what I'm saying, what you're talking like the violent type or where it was just
Nah,
man
stays on
sparring
record.
on
Yeah,
record.
just hard tunes,
Stays
man.
on record.
Boy, Jada and Beans, they had some.
Who won that?
But it wasn't even just Jaden beef.
It was Styles.
Styles saying some foul shit like, yo, you can suck my dick with shit on it. Like, what?
Where the shit come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
I love Styles people. Where the shit come from?
Google it.
Who won that one?
What between Beans and D Block?
Damn, I don't know. That's like a draw, B. I think they called it a draw. They called it a day.
What about I heard Jay and Nas get mentioned. Who won that one?
Nas.
Say Nas.
Nas.
Say Nas.
Nas.
Nas got him with Ether, man. Done everything, man.
Nas. There's a
I
few
also
more.
heard Biggie Pac. Who won the Biggie Pac?
Pac.
Ooh, Pac won that. didn't he?
Pac.
Pac.
Pac won that.
Yeah.
That was like
What about
like the first diss track that I heard. That was like, God.
Yeah, that was
Why he said that?
Whoa,
Faith?
What? Faith?
The picture they dropped.
No.
The video. You see him in the crib.
With Fat Biggie in the video. Oh,
Yeah, that video.
Take money.
You fat
That's the hardest
motherfucker.
beat track I've seen at the time.
Shit. Oh, there was passion behind every bar as well. You know, there was intent. There was fury. You understand? Like, you fat bastard. I can't believe you really tried this. You understand what I'm saying?
Been many a rap beat.
I know, Little Flip T.I. And certain man wouldn't rate the South back.
That's an eat-up beat.
No, that was a set. You listen, the mixtapes that come off that. Are you mad? That was when T.I. first formed in
You
the
want to
game.
talk like True Life, Dipset, them kind of beef there, like.
What? There was no raps though.
The rap beef with no rap.
There was no raps.
Niggas down in basketball courts and
Just
shit.
running niggas down. That's all that was, running niggas down. Been running niggas down.
Catching niggas at shows and
And then now when you check the backstories over Gangsta Lou, you understand what I'm saying?
Who had beef with not my son, that dude.
My son. Saigon had Mobb Deep beef and shit.
Yeah.
He's stamping on Mobb Deep
Yeah, Mob
CDs out there.
CDs. That's when True Life and all them niggas were there. That was the Smack DVDs back then, wasn't it? Yeah.
Didn't Philly had up Mobb Deep as well?
He did it on no, he didn't have them up, but he signed them. But he did go at them on one track. I realised that when he said it on a lyric, and it's only when I watched something the other day and the man said that, and he said they had Prodigy heated. Alchemist, I was watching Alchemist on something, and he said it had Prodigy heated when 50 dropped the track, and he said something, but then 2 months later he signed them. So.
Who didn't 50 this though?
He dissed everybody. That's why I tell you.
Pack this Mobb Deep, didn't he?
Pack this everybody. He told the little sickle cell nigga.
He told the nigga he had sickle cell, and he did, and he died from it. Like,
Oh, shit, yeah, before, right?
Hey, you little niggas got sickle cell,
Nigga,
man.
you need to chill. You got sickle cell. Relax.
Make you have a seizure or something.
You want from the sickle
I'm
cell?
not sure if that's what took him out.
Blood. No, he died from an egg.
I heard that.
Yeah, he died from an egg. That's what they'll tell you. Prodigy died from an egg. That's what they'll tell you. It's not. That's what they tell
Yeah, I
you.
heard that too. I didn't say it because I don't know if it was true.
Yeah, that's what they said. The Prodigy died from an egg.
R.I.P. Prodigy, man.
R.I.P. Prodigy, one of the best. Yeah.
But so even in this conversation here, we've used the term nigga probably like 50 times if we did a nigga count.
Who did?
In this, we as a whole, not you particularly.
Thank you.
Maybe you didn't do it at all.
I didn't.
I'm talking about us as a group.
I don't think you did either. It's all
Okay.
the niggas over that side.
So how do we feel about non-black people using the term?
Huh?
How do we feel about non-black people? People that aren't
It's a bit
black,
dopey-ish, isn't it?
not using
Bit
the term.
dopey-ish.
I like it still. Stop. That shit pisses me off.
And it's become norm now almost, but I don't like it.
So they're trying to say what a nigga can be any colour or anything or any creed or any race.
Yeah, by the
That's
sounds.
the new nigga. My nigga.
New age nigga.
We hear different races using the term, referring to themselves, referring to other black people.
But you know what? We have to blame ourselves as well, because we do say, and that goes for me because I've said it a lot. But
It used to be in every
you don't
tune.
hear other races saying my packy or my white boy or
I heard them Asian man saying that shit.
which ones? Because I've never heard none of my Pakistanani bedrooms. None of my.
I heard some of them, honestly.
I've never heard none of
dissing each other.
I've never heard them
It'll only be
refer
in a
to each
diss.
other like that.
Yeah, it's not like a
And man, black people say it as a thing, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like
That's it.
Denzel was saying it in the film. You understand what I'm saying? Man, they push it to you on such a frequency.
Yeah.
It's that good. man are saying it in films like it's alright, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying to
It
you?
comes down to like obviously a topic we spoke about before. You get me separately to this, but like more time we make things cool, innit? You get what I'm saying? Like we'll make something bad.
We took the racial slur and made it cool,
Do you get what I'm saying?
and it ain't cool, but we took it and made it cool.
What, it don't sound racial anymore?
Between ourselves.
Everybody calls each other it.
Yeah, between ourselves.
They've deracialised the word.
But then it's kind of hypocritical for us to go slinging it around, and then as soon as a white man or someone slings it, get fucking all defensive. It don't make no sense.
Because
that's why that don't make no sense.
Music, when they rap it along, if they go to a concert and
Yeah.
they rap it along and they say, this is a problem then.
But then at the end of the day, everyone's always going to take offence because that's where it came from in the first place.
What, from training day?
So ain't nobody cool with anybody other than black people using the term.
Even myself, I'm not cool with me using it.
You're not happy with any non-black using the term in any context.
Not really, no. But it's like I don't know who said it, but it's like it's been fucking deracialised. Like if a white guy is calling a next white guy a nigger, then if someone calls me a nigger, it doesn't really feel nothing anymore because everyone's fucking calling everyone a nigger.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the word itself has kind of been deracialised.
Changed over time.
If he puts black in front of it, you feel that way.
Yeah, then it's different then. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
then
what they tend to do.
That's just fighting talk then.
It's just all messed up, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. No, it shouldn't be used. We shouldn't really use it. None of us, even myself, we shouldn't say it. But it's such a norm. But it shouldn't be. You understand what I'm saying to you?
It used to be said in almost every tune though, didn't it? So that made it all right. Do you get me? Like you're singing it. When you're singing a word, it's fucking changed the word, isn't it? You know, like little kids be singing this shit in the background.
And that's where I'll say, on an argument me and the host were having the other day, I agree with you. That's their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What, tell the people then?
No, we don't need to go into specifics. It's just a nickel.
Talking about it off camera.
Oh, yeah, that's their fault.
My one even made it a catchy hook, innit? Silly, my nigga. Anywhere it goes, I go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
And then when they put it on the radio, pause. It was the pause word version. I ain't going to say it. So I just realised what it was. When you heard the radio version, it was my. I can't even say the abbreviation to it. Nah, it was worse. To me, it was worse than that because you're talking about my body.
I thought it was my brother for some reason. I thought it was my brother.
No man, if you run round and talk about my body.
They switched him up on that.
That was the radio-friendly version.
One for talk about the next man, buddy.
He's not for talk about nobody. What are you talking about? He's for talk about nobody.
Right after that.
We reached the end of the show. That's another one. We want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing, keeping the thing moving. We appreciate the love. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Respect.
Word. Peace. Laters. Bye. Ta-ra.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Adios.
Arrivederci.
Alright.
Is the camera off or not?
Another one down.
I'll see you quick.